When making a grid, make sure you're not using the edges of the ruler. You're supposed to be using the marks that are actually on the ruler. So measure it with the zeros and all the other inch marks. So you're going to go ahead and place the ruler along the bottom of the paper, and you're going to place a mark right above the 2-inch line. And then you're going to carefully slide the ruler up, making sure it's pretty even, make sure it's not slanted, and then make another mark above the 2-inch. Then you're going to get a longer ruler, and then you're going to connect the dots. So for this next step, you're going to make sure you line up the 0 mark with the line you just made, and you're going to place a mark above the 8-inch line. Then you're going to slide it up, line it up again, and then repeat the process where you take the longer ruler and you connect the dots. After you've made those 2 lines, you're going to turn your paper horizontally, and you're going to line your ruler up to the edge of the paper, and you're going to make a mark above the 3-inch line this time. And again, you're going to slide it up, reline it, make another mark above the 3-inch, take the long ruler, or you can use this ruler, and connect the dots. So you're going to take the ruler, line it up with the line you just created, and now you're going to make a mark above the 12-inch line. And again, you're going to slide it up, make another mark at that 12-inch line, connect the dots, and then you're going to move on to the next step. So this next step is the important part because this is where you're actually making the grid. So you're going to want to make sure you place that 0 mark on those lines towards the bottom of your paper, and you're going to make a mark above every single 1-inch line. So make sure you're doing this correctly and take your time doing this. I fast forward it so you don't have to sit and watch me do it, very slowly, but just make sure you're going at a slower pace. Again, you're going to slide it up, make sure you're realigning everything that you're supposed to. If it moves on you, make sure you fix it. And then you can take the longer ruler and you're going to connect the dots. Now, again, you're connecting the dots is very important for this part because this is the grid. So make sure that when you are doing this, you take your time, you go nice and slow, and make sure you're connecting it to the lines that are supposed to be connecting. Don't just start making diagonal lines, and do not press hard for this step because if you do mess up, then you're going to have to erase, and chances are you can still see that line. So take your time. So you're going to do the next thing, which is essentially the same thing, but you're going to turn your paper and you're going to make sure it fits in between those 2 lines. You're going to make a mark above every single inch line. And I would honestly make sure at this point you have everything measured out correctly, because if everything starts getting wonky, then you're going to have to essentially restart if it's really messed up. So again, take your time, go slower than what you see me doing in this video. Of course, I, sped it up a little bit. Okay, because after you have connected all of these dots, that is your grid. You are done and you are ready to start using it correctly. And so make sure you are taking your time.